Alright, what's going on, guys? And today we are in a new video. Uh, as I said I was going to be doing in the last one, I am going to be ranking every MCU movie and TV show. And I have them in order. Half of this is in order, the other half is just stuff I haven't seen and stuff that is yet to come out. So, the stuff I haven't the aim yet is Holiday Special, Team Thor, both of them, Team Dario, Agent Carter. I am considering on checking that one out, though. Oh, I'm sorry, I moved that one a little too high. Alright, just move that over there. Actually, you know what? No. That is here. That is here. Though it's a bit later. All Hail the King is something I've also considered on seeing, though I haven't yet. One Shot? There's that. I have not seen I Am Groot. I have not seen Team 47. Agent Carter. Why are there two Agent Carters? Why are there two Agent Carters? It happened on the way to Thor's hammer. I'm guessing this is referring to that time Phil Coulson went to report on Thor's hammer during Iron Man 2 and Thor. That one might be interesting to check out. Maybe that one. Maybe I'll check it out. Alright, things that have yet to come out. Starting with the Marvels, and that is coming out soon. I'm not I'm not actually sure what to expect from this one. I'm not sure what to expect. Anyhow, Captain America, New World Order, Thunderbolts, Thunderbolts, I think that's what it is. Fantastic Four, I'm a little curious about that one. Same with Avengers, Kang Dynasty, and Secret Wars. There's also like Blade coming. That's a project. The Deadpool thing. Loki season 2, and something I'm kind of serious about. Not serious. Curious about. Ironheart. Not so much. Echo. I have no idea what that is. Daredevil. I hope it'll be good. Agatha is something I'm also a little curious about. Marvel Zombies. Another bit of a curiousness. And Werewolf by Night, I believe, is actually coming out later this year, so that'll be interesting. There's also Spider-Man Freshman Year, which, the first Spider-Man movie not to have the word home in it, so, there's that. Oh, there's still like two more. X-Men 97, and What If Season 2, which I am actually really excited for. Alright, now that we have all those out of the way, let's get started with the actual tier list. Starting with where it all started. Iron Man. Great. Actually, you know what? Yeah, great. This movie is pretty great. Yeah. I'm gonna put something underneath. Add a row not above. Delete row. Good. I feel like going from okay to great is not it's not preferable. So we're gonna go with good. I probably should have prepared a little more for this. Oh. No, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Okay. I'm sorry about this. Alright, fortunately the last one should be the same. Okay, there we go. Actually, no. You know what? I'm gonna put it good. I don't think it's great. I needed something in the middle. Though it is an extremely good start for the MCU, and I think it. Yeah, it was. You know, I'm struggling here. Is it good or I'm gonna put it great? No, I want to put it great. Yeah, I'll put it great for now, and if I change my mind later, then I'll move it. Starting and then next up, Hulk. Now, I would if I were to make this list before watching all the movies again, I probably would have put this one at bad or don't like. But you know, after rewatching it, it's better than I thought. It's okay. I don't like it. I don't really hate it, but it's all right. It's okay. Iron Man 2. I thought this one was underrated. I like actually yeah, I thought this one was underrated. Uh the whole stuff with Whiplash was really cool. Also introduces Natasha Romanoff, furthers Tony and Pepper's relationship. It been introduces War Machine. I kind of like that. The villains were Hammer is a really really weak villain, but Whiplash was kind of cool. So I did have that thing with the bird. Don't know. Thor. I'm gonna put this at good. You know what? I'm gonna put. All right. Yeah. I want to. I actually quite like Thor. You know what? Yeah, good's fine. The second half of the movie is pretty good, in my opinion, at least. All right, Captain America: First Avenger. Let's get this one up here. This is a great movie. I love this movie. It is fantastic. I don't know what it is with the Captain America movies, but I feel like they always have the best track records for being just amazing. And it started with a pretty good start with Captain America: First Avenger. Red Skull was an awesome antagonist. We got Steve and Bucky, with Bucky falling to his death, which would later come back. And it also builds up Steve, which is really nice. Alright, let's get this. I think we can probably agree. Great Avengers. This movie is a classic. Like, it is just a classic. Also, I like how this makes it looks like a downward stairs. But I really love this movie. It is always a bit fun to rewatch. Loki is one of the best villains I've ever seen. If you looked at my villain tier list, I believe it was one of the only 3 in S tier. Iron Man 3. This one I must say is underrated, and I think I'm going to put it at the same level as Thor and Iron Man 2. Thor: The Dark World. It's okay. I don't like it, nor do I hate it. Like it's. I feel the same way about Thor: Dark World than I do about Hulk. I do really like the ether. That was really cool. Reality Stone being liquid, fantastic. The villains weren't the strongest, but again, ether is one of the main things that makes me like this movie. Alright, let's just get this one out of the way here. Masterpiece. I love Winter Soldier. It is one of my favorite MCU movies. I cannot understand enough how much I love this movie. The fall of S.H.I.E.L.D. and the reveal that it's been Hydra for a while now. Oh, Armin Zola, the Winter Soldier, who was revealed as Bucky Barnes. It is just phenomenal. I love it so much. All right, Guardians of the Galaxy. Let's great. You know what? Masterpiece. I also really like the first Guardians movie. Like, it is just really good. It's always fun rewatching it. And I also really like Ronan the Accuser. Plus, this is also like the first movie that that has Thanos play a major role, I believe. Yeah, this is the first one that has him play a much more major role. Speaking of which, he was teased in the Avengers. I forgot to mention that. Age of Ultron. It's good. It's good. I think putting it on the same level as Iron Man 3, 2, and 4 is a bit quite good for it. They Ultron, it was a little underused, and What If showed us how truly what a menace he can be if unleashed. So that was pretty crazy. People are shooting fireworks. Okay, but Ant-Man, great. Love the first Ant-Man movie. It is probably, to this day, I'm gonna say the best of the Ant-Man films. I love it. Honestly, like early MCU, like into phase 2 and 3 is doing pretty good. Like we haven't had a don't like yet, which is pretty awesome. Shows how good the MCU was. All right, Civil War. Great. You know, I struggle with deciding whether or not I like Winter Soldier or Civil War more, but now that I think about it, I think putting Civil War in the same tier as the rest of these guys, it works better for it. Winter Soldier, I think, just the way it handles things, the way, the seriousness, the tone, everything, just makes it so much more unique, and I love it so much more for that. Though Civil War in of itself is definitely going at the top of this tier. It is very close to becoming a masterpiece. Alright, we got good old Doctor Strange. I don't know, actually. I don't know how I feel about this one. I definitely like it, don't get me wrong. I don't why are there never mind, but, You know what, yeah, I'm putting it great. I think it is on the good, same level as these other ones. Yeah. Alright, Guardians 2. A masterpiece. Now, originally, I would have put Guardians 1 above it, but I rewatched, but like I said, I rewatched the MCU up to Endgame, and honestly, I think I love both equally. Like, I don't know which one I like more. Like, Guardians 2, in my opinion, has a little more of a slow start and stuff, but once the second half hits, it hits hard, and I love it. Yondu's death was sad. It almost brought me to tears. It is that second half that I think really boosted my eyes to being on equal terms with the first one. I love this movie. Alright, Homecoming. You know what? I don't actually like this movie as much as I did when I was younger, if I'm being entirely honest. I'll put it okay. Maybe it's just because I'm not sure how I feel about the high school stuff. It feels weird, but the Vulture is like the best part of this movie in my opinion. I cannot say how much I love Vulture. Not an S tier villain, but he is still a really awesome one. And though again, yeah, I think Homecoming's okay. All right, Ragnarok. Great, it is great. Let's be real, it's a great movie. Hela's a pretty cool villain, and also we got Loki redemption arc. Let's go. Loki redemption. And don't forget about the post credit scene that teases Thanos' ship. Oh, that was awesome. It plays so well into Infinity War. So well. Black Panther was way better than I remember it being. Not way better, but it was definitely better than I remember it. It is great. The only thing about it though is the CGI is a little off at times. Like that final fight scene between Black Panther and Killmonger. It looks a little weird in certain angles. need I say more? Avengers Infinity War is a masterpiece here. If we're talking about Marvel MCU, it is a masterpiece. This movie was awesome. And it really hurts to see how close the Avengers could have won. But Thanos won. He snapped his fingers. Half of all life disappeared. It was awesome. And also, a little fun fact about this movie. This movie's actually the entire reason I got into the MCU in the first place. Back when I was younger, my friend had a birthday party where we went to the movie theaters and watched Infinity War. And after that, I kind of got curious. So me and my brother, was with me and watched all the movies, which led me to be really excited and really hyped for Endgame. But yeah, that was fun. Oh, and that's also when I really got into Lego Marvel as well, because I collected a whole lot of Infinity War sets, and I got 5 of the 6 Infinity Stones. The only one I didn't get was the Sanctum Sanctorum and the Time Stone. But, I did eventually get the Time Stone. In fact, I actually own 2 rings now. And if I get it, like that big Sanctum, $250 Sanctum Sanctorum that's out right now, oh boy, I could get another. Alright, Captain Marvel. This one's okay. Yeah. This might actually be the first one I'm not sure if I will say I don't like it. I don't like Captain Marvel. I actually don't like Captain Marvel anymore. I remember I used to actually really enjoy this movie, but like looking back on it, I don't enjoy it anymore. And that also ties a little into the Winter Soldier, because one of Fury's reasons, one of the conflicts was of Fury not trusting anyone. And he stated, last time I trusted someone, I lost an eye. The Skrulls and the Deception could have actually been a really interesting way of exploring that. And then he lost his eye because of a cat's flurkin scratching it. It's just so dumb. And it takes so much seriousness out of what was once a really awesome scene. Same with the keep both eyes open. Like, it just that movie feels like it really undid Fury's character in Winter Soldier. Now, obviously, not obviously. I don't mind Fury how he acts, since, well, time flies, people change. So seeing this more energetic version of Fury is one I'm pretty fine with. It's just I just don't like how he lost his eye, as well as that the movie itself I felt was kind of boring. Ronan, though, at the end was kind of cool, but he ultimately just left. And then said he'd come back for Captain Marvel, and then he never did that. So, I'm not sure why they included him in the movie. Yeah. And then it also leads you to question, and a little bit of, why, frick's it, Age of Ultron. Okay, let's just get that one out of the way. Age of Ultron. It also raises a little bit of questions. It was a cool tease at the end of Infinity War, but Fury could call her for life-threatening situations, like planet-level destruction. Why did he not call her for Age of Ultron? Now, it is stated the Fury in Avengers that Fury believed that the Avengers could handle the Chitauri attack. And, I mean, they did. I can kind of see that one. But Ultron literally was about to drop an entire section, a city, and kill millions. Even the Avengers were struggling to actually, lift it to safety. Plus, with just how strong Ultron could be. Why didn't he call I feel like that would have been a really, really good time for him to call her. I think she'd be strong enough to lift that city, put it back down, make sure no one dies. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like it. Ant-Man and the Wasp. Yeah, it's good. It's good. There's also the movie that I think Hope Van Dyne has like the best hairstyle, hands down. Same with Endgame. Because like her hairstyle in the first one and the third one, they look bad. I don't know why they look like that. But the second one, I think actually she really pulls it off. So yeah. All right, Endgame. Great. Not as good as I remember it being, but it is still pretty great. Yeah, we got okay. There we go. And now we have all four Avengers movies, with Infinity War definitely being at the top. There's no way I'm not doing that. So far in the tier list, these are all the movies I rewatched and stuff. And honestly, Marvel did pretty good. We got barely any bad ones here. We only got like one that I don't like, three that I've okay, and then the rest of them are good or up to masterpiece. Far From Home. Okay. It has been a really long time since I've watched this one, and I don't remember much that happened. I'm gonna put it okay, just for the sheer lack of remembrance on what even happened in this. Because I know Mysterio was the villain. I know he revealed Spider-Man's identity at the end. Um, he was like that one that created Tony's barf thing in Civil War. Then also like some of his goons were from the first Iron Man film, like some of the scientists that worked for Obadiah Stane. But like the plot, I don't remember much about it. And apparently, from what I said, didn't they use like a lot of CGI unnecessarily? Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna put Far From Home at okay. The more I look back on that, the more I realize I'm not actually as much of a fan as Tom Holland's Spider-Man as I thought I was. I'm actually not sure who's my favorite Spider-Man anymore, if I'm being honest. Okay, WandaVision. This one, I think for now I'm gonna put it okay. Like, I, like it started pretty strong. And then thing was a little different. Yeah, it's okay. I'm gonna put it okay. I think that's where we're gonna have it. Falcon the Winter Soldier was okay. Zemo was really fun, but overall, the show wasn't fantastic, but it wasn't terrible. It was okay. Loki, okay. I might put it at good. You know what? I'm gonna put it at good. I think Loki was kind of fun. Black Widow. I'm gonna put it at good. I actually kind of liked Black Widow. It's not fantastic, and I feel like the timing was timed very poorly, especially since she was already dead. But I kind of like the movie. It was good. What If? I'm gonna put it at masterpiece level. I actually just rewatched it yesterday and today, and I love it. It is awesome. The idea, the execution, the animation is fantastic. Like the concept of what if this thing happened instead of that, or what if this person became this, or I love that idea so much. Or what if this character won and this character lost, or this character was there and when they weren't. It is such, and it's an idea that I'm pretty sure we've all had for a different series, which is one of the reasons fanfic exists. But to see it be executed by the people who make the canon stuff, it's phenomenal. It's awesome. I kind of wish Star Wars would do that, but not only that, the episodes themselves are really entertaining. I really love them all. I might actually even do a what if episode tier list at some point. And then bringing them all together for the fight against Ultron at his maximum. Ultron was awesome in this series. Like, I cannot stress this enough. How awesome Ultron was. with the 6 Infinity Stones. He was a threat to the multiverse. That is insane. Also, I'm trying to wonder, where were the TVA during that? Like, wouldn't Ultron... wouldn't Ultron be messing with other realities be, like, a bad thing? Wouldn't it? Alright, Shang-Chi. This one was... Okay. Shang-Chi wasn't... you know what? I'm gonna put it good, actually. I kind of like Shang-Chi now that I think about it. Eternals. Bad. This one was just bad. Like, it was boring. It was just... It's not memorable, even though it came... It's like one of the more recent ones, and I don't remember... I remember almost nothing about it. I don't even remember the characters' names. The only one I remember is Xerxes, and I'm not even completely sure that's correct. Also, the one dude looks extremely like Sebastian Stan. I have no idea why they look so similar. Hawkeye. This one might be a surprise, but I actually quite like Hawkeye. I think it's good. I don't know. I just had a really fun time. I had a really fun watch with this one. I had a lot of fun watching it. I'm not sure if my opinion will be the same if I rewatch it. But, like, back when I was coming, I thought it was really fun. Kingpin as the villain was cool, you know? A bit of tie-in with Daredevil, Spider-Man. I think Punisher fought him at once as well. Fights him sometimes. Like, I really like... actually, you know what? Nah, I'm not gonna... Nah, yeah, I think good's fine for it. But yeah, I like Hawkeye, and it was a really fun watch for whatever reason. Masterpiece. No Way Home was phenomenal. I remember how much I loved it back when it came out in theater. I'd watch it again, with the only issue being, like, I need to pay for it now. I can't watch it for free. So, yeah. Oh, and also, Lego's releasing a No Way Home set, and I am excited for that. I really can't wait to see what happens. Moon Knight. You know, it was good. The story's good. It's not like one of my favorites, but I think it was pretty good. I don't know if I'd put it great level, but you know, it was definitely good. Multiverse of Madness. I would say it was good. I actually liked Multiverse of Madness. I know this one had mixed opinions. I definitely believe it was a little underutilized. The multiverse was a little heavily underutilized, but for what we got, I think I actually kind of like it. Miss Marvel. This one's okay. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I don't think it existing is a crime. I think it's alright. I kind of like Miss Marvel. Well, as the character. I like the character, actually, of Miss Marvel. I'm not sure how much I like the show, though. Yeah, I'm going to keep it at okay. Thor: Love and Thunder was also okay in my eyes. Gore was pretty cool. I don't really have much else to say. That was an... Also, one question on Thor's part. Why in the world does he want Mjolnir more than Stormbreaker? Like, this is just me, but, like... I think Stormbreaker's just infinitely better than Mjolnir. Like, think about it. Like, both of them can harness Thor's electricity stuff. Both of them, I actually don't know whether or not Stormbreaker can help Thor fly. It's like, I don't know which ones. What do you guys think? Stormbreaker or Mjolnir? But at the same time, though, like, with Stormbreaker, Thor can teleport. He can access the Bifrost, which is something Mjolnir can't do. But at the same time, though, I guess Mjolnir might have a slight edge on that one, too, because only someone worthy can lift it. And, well, I mean, like, if anyone grabs Thor's axe, I think they could just Bifrost. So maybe it's not. I don't know. Wakanda Forever was okay. I don't really love it. I don't really hate it. It's okay. Now, I have never and this is probably going to be the only one I put an awful She-Hulk. You know what? I'm going to put criminally awful. I'm spelling that wrong. This one was originally just. This is criminally bad. Like I hate. This is like. I have never hated anything the MC has put out so far, but this I actually despise. Like, well, for one, it's not entertaining. It's the plot sucks. Two, the character is insufferable. Now, yes, I do. What was her name again? I forgot. She does make a fair point that she does definitely have to control her anger from. But just the aggression in infinitely more than you to Hulk. It just, Bruce. It makes you hate her because we've seen Bruce's journey. We've seen how far he's come. Where he had to cut ties with it, where he had to leave his girlfriend and his love because ultimately the Hulk, being Hulk, was just too dangerous and he could kill her. And the problems it caused with her dad, General Ross, and then for her to just come in and say being catcalled is worse. Like, it makes you want to stab. It makes you really mad. Like, I hate her. I hate now, She-Hulk in the comics, I can imagine. I know She-Hulk in the comics was pretty popular, and I can imagine she was pretty fun. Pretty awesome. The character in the MCU, though, sucks. Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 did it better. Which, I suppose, isn't really saying much, because Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 is... TT Games is usually pretty good with their characters, but like that version of She-Hulk, I would prefer the MCU over this any day. I cannot. I just realized I ranted about how much I love all these guys in Masterpiece, and I am just ranting about how much I hate She-Hulk. And don't get me started on Daredevil. Actually, you know what? I can't really say much about Daredevil. I didn't see the original show, but what? Where did the She-Hulk Daredevil thing, where did that come from? What? And then most of the stuff she says about men is a lot of stuff what she does. It's hypocrite. It's just, it hates a certain demographic of its audience, I can tell. You know, and I'm gonna hate it right back. I don't like it. I hate it. And the ending sucked. One of the biggest things I really loved about the MCU is how real it felt a lot of the time. like Winter Soldier. The reality, the realness, and stuff, like government being corrupt, very a lot of it feels very real and stuff that potentially could and is happening in our world right now. And then you look at She-Hulk. She's breaking the fourth wall. There's Kevin. The thing that comes up with these... I wish it didn't exist. I wish it did, or at least I wish she was, She-Hulk, not Attorney Law. And if I remember correctly, the creators themselves even said they had no idea about how the law worked. Why? I cannot state how much I hate the show. Okay, for the sake of, I'm just gonna move on. A lot of people have also said this stuff too, so I could be repeating stuff you've already heard. That's just why I hate it. Yeah. All right, Quantumania. This one's. You know what? I don't like Quantumania. I actually don't like Quantumania. I'm not sure that's also because, an hour after I watched Quantumania, or I started watching Quantumania, I had just finished watching Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, which is phenomenal. Absolutely S tier. Masterpiece. But and then I just go into this movie, and I didn't really like that much. Cassie was. I didn't like Cassie during. She just seems like a bit of a jerk, and that a lot of this, it doesn't it doesn't build up on some of the stuff it does. It just tells you how bad King is. Like he tells us that he defeated Thor in many or other universes, and then he loses to a bunch of ants. I cannot overstate that. Oh, and then don't forget about the whole Darren thing. Uh, uh, Cassie just tells you're a bad person. Then he says, "Yeah, I am. I'm not gonna be a bad person." And then it's just, like we look at Ant. We've seen Darren and Ant Man, and he was dead set in his ways. Not even his mentor, who the approval of before, could stop him. And then all of a sudden, this person he's only met once, and all of a sudden he changes his mind. It's called a redemption arc for a reason. These things don't just happen. Though I do kind of find the idea a little interesting that he became MODOK. Considering when we see him shrink, we can see part of his body parts shrinking first, unevenly instead of his whole body, which kind of makes sense why he would eventually go on to become MODOK. I kind of like that, and I do kind of give a bit of respect to the animators and stuff because I can imagine just how difficult it would actually be. Now, a lot of people again trash on MODOK's design. I can imagine that would actually be a little difficult, to... MODOK is a character that I think is best drawn rather than in real life. Alright, Guardians... Okay, enough of that. Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I thought this one was good. I don't know. I didn't like Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was good, but I don't think it was great. One of my big... No, to be fair, it's just that I think for Guardians 3, it's less of it's good. It's less of the reason it's isn't good is because it's bad. It's more because I don't think it's as good as the movies on the great tier, the A tier. I don't think it's as good as it, but there are some moments that are just awesome. You know what, actually, I think about the rocket stuff and I want to put it in grade, but then I think about this stuff where some of the jokes that just went on for way longer than I feel like they should have, and I just, that elevator scene with Nebula, Gamora, and Peter, I feel like that went on for a little too long. And then what else? The villain though, the villain was cool. The villain was cool. Not cool, not cool. It's not the wrong world. He's no good. He's a villain, and that's great. He's a monster, and that's great. Let me out. What? What happened there? Okay, Secret Invasion. It's one that's currently airing right now. You can go watch it, right? Episode 5 is the newest one that came out. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like it that much. The idea of Skrulls infiltrating, a faction of Skrulls infiltrating the government and the world, I think that is a really awesome idea. But I feel like the show has been kind of boring for some parts. And one thing it does that I don't really like, it just randomly introduces a thing that is nothing, no context before it, and then in the next episode it'll just explain why that's that way. What you do is you hint at these certain moments or something, and build it up carefully. and then you could reveal it, and then you could, if you want to, you can elaborate more on it. You need the things. They need to get step one, like actually. Maybe it could have been in earlier movies or like that. But this one just came out of nowhere. He just all randomly has a wife now. What? Also, like, the whole thing about the scrolls feeding Curie information, I could definitely see. Though, the entire reason he rose the ranks, I don't really believe that, because, it's already been stated, the reason he was put as director of head of S.H.I.E.L.D. was because of his ruthlessness, not because he could find information. It was his ruthlessness. And I don't think you need information. Well, yeah. I don't know what I'm trying to say with that one, but like, I think you can kind of get my idea. It's always that, I don't know, fear, he just seems a bit off. Like, I don't really understand. Now, obviously you could tell he was a bit distressed when he got dusted. Though like, being dusted for a bit is definitely the blip. It's definitely something that a lot of people had to deal with in their own ways, including the ones that came back. But I don't know, Fury just took it. But Fury has nearly died several times. He's had everything he's known be a lie, and yet fading for what feels like falling asleep and waking up again. That's what does it. That's what does it. It doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't. Like, he just gives up on. We've already know what being what being dusted feels like. According to Peter, dust started coming out of him, and then he fell asleep, and then he woke up. That's what it felt like. So, I feel like that wasn't explained that much. And maybe they are going to explain it. Maybe I just have to wait. But again, I don't know. It just feels a little out of character. I was originally, while I was watching the movie and when I was thinking about this joke, I was originally going to say that Rhodey feels out of character, and then they revealed he's a Skrull. So, you know what? Point given, point taken on my part. It's something that definitely I'm actually kind of curious about, because they need to copy a person's look. They can't just make their own. Which makes me wonder what happened to the real Rhodey and how long this one has been. Oh, I should probably. Nah, it's fine. Spoilers. I should have said spoil. Oh my gosh. I actually don't know how long it's been out, so. Sorry if that got. Sorry. But then again, though, that was revealed like a week ago, so. Yeah, I don't know what you're doing. No, I can't say that. A week is a bit of time. It's not that much time. Alright. That's my tier list. This thing took me probably almost an hour to make. Video and tier list, both. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I'll see you in the next one. Whenever that might be. Have a nice day.